we just got absolutely browned in the Commander Challenge. So we're going to try to play a little bit funner of a deck. We're going to get us some Electrostatic Pummelers, and we're going to try to fling some folks. So, not a lot to say. I used to think this deck was actually pretty good. It used to be my favorite deck in the format pre-hours for a while, but I couldn't ever figure out how to beat. Couldn't ever figure out how to beat. Could never figure out how to beat mono red, so I kind of just gave up with it. So mono red's a little less popular, and either way, I just want to have some fun and play my bay again. So we'll just go ahead and jump into the game. Not really, James. Like I said, I just got wrecked today, so I wanted to play a fun deck. Hey, it's Boot. What's up, Boot? I thought you were in Louisville for some reason. Did you guys not go to the Open? I thought a lot of the Rogues Gallery was heading there. This hand's keepable. It's obviously not great, but pretty happy with it. I added a third Harness Lightning to the deck, which is probably one Harness Lightning too many. Congratulations on your win, by the way, last night, James. I believe it was all due to the beta lands. We used Timna and Crom yet again. Oh, look. What deck did I just say we don't beat? One of these days, I'm going to stop playing decks that lose to mono red. Oh, wait, sweet, it's not mono red. So you're saying there's a chance, world. He probably has a removal spell. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this thing. You're living in WV? What part of West Virginia? I am technically about 40 minutes from West Virginia where I'm at, but you're probably in a different part. I know Lacto went too, but there wasn't really many people from this area going, and honestly, I can't afford it. So our opponent's just playing a Delirium deck. Just fine. Rip. Alright. Let's get across the table and start doing some damage. Hey, I've been there. I've been to a card shop there quite a few times actually, called Hometown Hobbies, I think? Nice. Very nice. Good job on what he played to go 9-0 with. Yeah, I believe it's called Hometown Hobbies. It was a pretty good store. Had a friend that lived down there, but unfortunately he passed this last year. Oh, no, don't K returner, brother. We're trying to have fun over here. You're just being rude. You're being rude AF. Oh, wow. So he was the guy on coverage a little while ago playing versus Eldrazi probably. They had a lot of qualifiers and stuff. Like, I've not been there in years, but they're pretty decent store owners. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the end of the game, but I saw he was in a pretty good board state when I turned it off to turn on mine. That's pretty sweet. Bound Eldrazi is a pretty fun deck. I sleeved it for a PTQ a little while back, but I was too much of a cow. Get frog! Oh gosh. We're gonna get frogged. What do you do with this type of draw? I'll tell you what I do. Oh, thank you for waiting so long, friend. We have 5 energy that doesn't look like we're ever going to need. By the way, there was 3 commander games, I think, today where we didn't draw 3 mana. So this is going right on that same theme of today. No, don't kill our last creature. We have to surely draw land now, right? Nice. Now we just need 1 more. How you been doing, Booted? I've not saw you stream lately. Guess I can dismiss that. 1 time? That's not 1 time, but we'll still take it. It is a spell. Don't you dare kill our little brawler. Our little brawler wants to do God's work. I apologize if people are religious in here, because that was kind of sacrilegious. Hostile Desert, but he doesn't have any lands in his graveyard yet. Omnath. That's a magic card. It's a good thing we have this energy if nothing to spend it on. It's unfortunate that this little guy is going to go bye-bye. Oh well. He didn't kill my Voltaic Brawler. I guess he might have been afraid of another Blossoming Defense. Pun intended. Like it. I guess Duder might have been playing around the defense or something. I'm not sure. Our Promise is pretty good. Alright, so he's playing a Ramp Omnath deck. Ricky would love this. Got a friend named Ricky that just loves Omnath. Used to be his EDH general for a while. Hopefully the last card in his hand is not a removal spell. It's probably worth it just to go ahead and go for the win. Oh yeah, he's tapped out. Might as well just go for the win. Or might as well just win, rather. So go ahead and tap. Pump that little thing up. I don't want to show him the Fling, so just go ahead and make this 12 power and win like this. Oh, fair. Just win like this. He's hellbent. No reason to show him the Fling if we don't have to. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake by me, Bogart. To be quite honest, I didn't realize what Omnath did. I thought it just put like creatures into play. I didn't know it had that second ability until it was too late. We'll just save our cute little Fling for later. Probably gonna bring these in versus him then. Remove a couple of these. Try to get some threats that survive K return. Mostly. I just want 2 of you. Come on. Just get a few threats that resolve K. I wonder how much that actually happens in Magic, where people make fairly bad misplays, but like it tricks their opponent. I know, like when I'm playing Friday Night Magic all the time, that there's often plays that I can't understand, and I think it makes me play worse because like I'm trying to beat things that they're not trying to do. I think this deck is about one land shy today. Playing 21 land, and I feel like this is a 22 land deck. His hand's pretty solid. Depends on how quick he ramps, but it's pretty solid in general, I think. Pummeler, gonna get some pummeling on. He probably has at least one removal spell, so I'll start with this little dude. Could draw a Pummeler or something to, or sorry, a Blossoming Defense or something to protect that one. It's tapping mana, okay. I was gonna say, he's tapping mana during his main phase. You got a second swamp? Our opponent's mana seems pretty ambitious. I think I'm just gonna jam that and start beating. Like, this thing ends the game pretty quickly, and it doesn't die to K-Return, it doesn't die to Abrade, doesn't die to Magma Spray, doesn't die to Fatal Push. We're going to have a lot of extra energy. I've always liked this card. It looks like a beast out of Tremors or something. I heard they were rebooting Tremors as a TV show. What's our opponent got going on? Poor little conduit. That's a good card. These two cards don't play well together. Guess if he blocks, I have to worry about a Magma Spray. He did not block. Alright. Well, we'll play this one too then. So this is going to be able to survive at least one more turn. I think we'll save the Sheltered Thicket to potentially cycle at some point. Plus 10 internets for the reference local. It's an ass blaster. We built a fairly big board here, but Hours of Devastation devastates this board. Ha! I made a funny. I should say I made a not funny. Is that a good Magic card? If so, Team Y. Alright. Let's just get across the table and hope it's enough. This card's pretty solid too. Don't tell anybody. Well, I'm dropping a lot of frames today. I've already dropped like 1%. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11's not lethal. So I might as well kill one of those things. And by one of those things, I mean both of those things. You know, there, it's got trample. Go hold the Pummeler for just in case he has an hours of dev. Uh, probably shouldn't have. Probably shouldn't have at all. It's kind of like just playing before I was thinking out the turn. Well, we beat a brew with this weirdness. This little card already impressed me out of the sideboard. Yeah, I gotta play tighter. Like, we played a challenge and stuff already today, and I gotta be honest, my mind's a little mentally out right now. And on this other screen, I keep seeing these dropped frames going up and up and up, and it's kind of like just distracting me out of the corner of my eye, making me... I guess you have to keep this hand, right? Out of 2 dropping 76 blossoming defenses and our opponent mulligan, so I guess we have to try it. Oh, it's mono red. Yeah, we don't beat this match, do we? Certainly don't beat it without more creatures. They did mulligan, though. So, like, maybe their hand's not the best hand that was ever a hand. Yeah, start with this one because it's the worst one. Thank you, Desert. We appreciate you dealing extra damage to us. Oh, and they have a shot. That's nice. Take an additional 3+. It's hard to sneak a win to Pummeler because of how many million removal spells they have. No Carl Zev would just be great right now. Alright, well, I don't want to take any more damage from my lands, so. Unfortunately, that wasn't an untapped land. We really wish it was, so we could have had a defense to play around a few different types of spells. We have a decently high life total. Like, we don't need to draw a lot, I don't think, to have a chance. Interesting. Is it bad that I kind of want to just attack him? Is it bad that I just want to attack him for 8? I activated a fair amount, actually. Kind of just want to attack him for 8. That can't be right, though, can it? Actually, it probably is right. Hmm. I think it's right. It doesn't lose to a whole lot of things. We get to attack for a bunch next turn. It's a fair amount. Like, it doesn't often get used with the Electrostatic Pummeler, but it often gets used on, like, your servants and stuff like that to let them attack into some of Teamer's bigger creatures. I think it's worth doing the extra 2 to him. So we go down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go down to 5. So we're dead to land Hazard no matter what. Maybe we don't need to. The thing will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 next turn. Is that right? 10, 14, 15? Yeah, I guess that's right. Alright, I don't think we have to spend anymore. Which means I should have tapped my mana differently. I should have left the Effort Hub untapped. I originally thought I was going to cast a Blossoming Defense. But I decided to play around some other things. If it's a Hazoret, we're just dead. We know we can't beat a Hazoret. Oh wow, he didn't have anything else at all? Well, that makes math simpler. Wee. Alright, well we got lucky. I didn't expect to win that game, especially with our draw, but luckily our opponent's hand wasn't great. Alright, so in the sideboard, I gotta feel like the Molten Sprays are definitely going to come in. Get over here. I think the Rampagers are probably going to come in. They're one of the cards I was most interested in testing in this match. Kind of feel like the Sweltering Suns probably come in as well. The rest of this probably doesn't. Fling seem like they're a little ambitious. Larger Than Life as well seems ambitious. I don't know what I want to sideboard out past that, though. I used to take out the Electrostatic Pummelers in this match just all the time. But like the more I play the match, the more I kind of think that Electrostatic Pummeler is good in it. It requires having so many more pieces, though. But Pummeler is what I used to cut all the time. Like, a Braid's really good versus Pummeler. The Invigorated Rampages aren't particularly great, though. Yeah, it feels like between Shocks and the Braids and the Cinderace Flows and stuff like that, that the Pummelers just isn't particularly good versus me. But the reason that I've kind of started like changing my tune a little bit and thinking that I kind of like Pummeler is I felt the match is so bad that I have to get lucky, and like Pummeler's the one card that lets me get lucky the easiest. Depends on what country you're in and how many rounds of standard it's going to be, I believe. The only match that I absolutely hate playing versus with blue-white approach is mono-red. I feel pretty reasonable with all the other matches. Like if it was Japanese nationals and where Teamer was everywhere, then I would be lividly confident with blue-white approach. It's kind of a metagame deck. Like I said, I don't think it's actually any good. It's just the fact that I feel like I have to try to get lucky. And it's one of the cards that makes me feel like I can get lucky the easiest. Well, that was kind of good for us in a way. So like these Invigorated Rampages aren't going to do anything, but then again, what of our cards is going to do anything right now? Probably just going to kill this. If I was playing a Nationals, I'd be playing either blue-white approach or I'd be playing Teamer. I don't think I'd even be considering any other decks for a Nationals anyway. Alright, so I can take a fairly big hit, but I don't really want to. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this. The Sweltering Suns are for really when they go super wide. I don't really want to spend my entire turn to play it in a 1-for-1 spot. I'd rather just kind of like draw on a tune and hopefully play this Greenbelt Rampager. That's not in a tune. Alright, well, whatever. We play what we got. At least we get to play it next turn. The Hazoret is such a hard card to beat, though. Yeah, well, that one wasn't terrible for us. We again now don't get to cast a Rampager, but feels like the game's going to an okay spot. If he just plays Hazoret, the game's over, but that's fine. We don't have a single answer to the Hazoret. And we're not likely to race it, though there is some chance to race it. Like if his hand's real bad, we could race it because of chump blocking. His hand would have to be exceptionally bad for that to be a thing, though. I don't know if his hand could be that bad. Alright. Well, certainly not that bad, was it? So we gotta get something that can block. Oh, that's our best blocker. So if he just draws real badly, maybe we can block the rest of the game. And by rest of the game, I mean that'd be maximum 3 turns. And we're dead. Hazoret just crushes these matches. Feel like I have to get lucky still. Invigorated Rampages don't ever feel like they do a lot. Could take them out too and just look for anything that can block. Hey, Anarif. Or, if I call you by your name, Sean. Hey, Sean. I just don't want these. I'd rather you be anything with a power and toughness. Not particularly good either, but you have a power and toughness. God, that card's terrible. Again, has a power and toughness, though. Alright, well, this hand looks actually pretty good. Feels like this is about the best hand we can get. It's going pretty well today, Sean. We've had a lot of mana issues in the Commander Challenge, and one game I had a time issue, and I played absolutely horribly because of it, but pretty good day. My uncle made me a cake, so that's good. I got cake. Cake! That's disappointing. I wanted him to play something. I've already showed him the mountain, so... Alright. There's more upside to playing you. I assume you just die to a shock or something and I take damage and I like hate myself, but like there's more upside to playing you. At least his only red source does damage to him. That's something. Blossoming defense? You're not a blossoming defense at all. The other one could have survived a shock, but yeah, cake. Today's it's always a good day when you have cake. I don't think I'm blocking either way, so if I'm not blocking either way, it's probably better to take the 3 damage and let him exert this guy. Because that's one less creature that I have to deal with the next turn, and I plan on attacking, so. Like, I'm trying to race, so. It seems like a little bit of an odd play. Probably wrong, but again, I'm trying to race here. Yeah, well, that doesn't block. Alright, so I can attack him for 12, which doesn't win the game. 13, which doesn't win the game. So that's 4. That's 8. I guess that's lethal then, right? Get our 2 energy here. Get our 2 energy here. Oh, that's not lethal, is it? I'm one shy like this. I have 4. 4, 8, 12, 13. And he can attack me for 5, 8. Just attack for a mile, right? I don't think it's worth trying to block. So 5, 8, and he's got to deal 6 damage with 4 cards. That's probably not likely to happen. Alright. Kill me if you got it. Sure. Like, it can happen. He could have, I don't know. He could have double incendiary flow. That's 6 damage, right? Could have land, incendiary flow, collective defiance. Could just have a bunch of blockers. A bunch of blockers does things. That was a good draw. So if I attack with them all and give both of these trample, he has no way to win. With the, he could have another shock, I guess. He could have shock for that one, so I'd rather get the creature in play. We just have to get 1 trample through. So if he doesn't have a shock, we got him. I guess he could have Chandra's defeat. Well, he can't tap this. No, your play was better. he's got 1 life and a Ramyanap runes. He can't even use the shock. I'm an idiot. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. Can't even cast it yet. I'm sitting here afraid of it. They were both guaranteed to win, though. There wasn't a wrong line. Like, neither of them could lose. Like, neither of them can lose. So we got lucky and we won. But yeah, that was stupid that I'm sitting there talking about a shock that they can't cast. Man, these matches are firing so quick today that I can't even tell people to follow my YouTube channel and to follow us here on Twitch. And follow my Twitter if you feel like it. I don't care about my Twitter. My Twitter can suck it. And Will Mulligan, it's a one-lander. It's fine. It's nothing great. It's actually kind of bad. Both to Scry, I think it's worth keeping. And man, our opponent's 3-0, playing a red land again. What's up with this? Why are all the opponents playing like those cards today? We'll start with the effort hub in case we draw a game trail. It comes into play untapped. Let's face it, we're about to get browned. We got lucky and beat our one mono red opponent. Hey. Alright, still playing Magic. Could wait and play it next turn? Nah. Thank you for following, Hero Fioris? Yeah. We screwed. Could have waited and played it next turn and like held up blossoming defense, but like I don't think we're winning a game that we don't play a creature on this turn and next turn anyway. So I feel like I have to get lucky and draw a creature. That's not a creature. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can scoop now. Maybe just slamming Hilma's Room? Wouldn't have mattered because he would have just thingy exerted it, then we would have defensed it and he would have shocked it. So it wouldn't have mattered, but yeah, we're what I like to refer to as browned here. Oh, that's Anachandra? Alright, we've seen enough. Next game, friends. I guess we're going to sideboard the same way we just sideboarded. We're going to get rid of all of the spells, basically. And bring in anything with a power and toughness. This is not what we want to do, by the way. Therefore, I'm sad that our opponents aren't letting us have our Pummeler fun. All we want to do is try to pummel people. I don't actually think Sweltered Suns is probably good in the sideboard. That's probably wrong. It should probably just be more Magma Sprays and another Harness Lightning. My sideboard doesn't seem nearly as good as the old sideboard we used to play, but the old sideboard we play loses to mono red as well, so. Yep, this hand's fine. We draw some lands. This is probably a fairly good draw. And might as well show him the forest. Strike the fear of God in him. Man. I want to Beaumont somebody. Maybe we should play mono red next league. There's a card that I never want to draw. Whoops. You're not the right one. I'd rather play you first. To get energy for the other guy. So that they both can't die to shock at least. This one can't be earth shakered as well. So at least that's something reasonable. Don't earth shaker me, bro. That's not a land. We are only playing 21 land, but we do have the 4 attunes. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. He did it. Would have been nice to have a land that turn. What bad card do we get to cast now? I guess I'll play you. You're the one I would most likely throw into a random creature to die. Man, there's 7 days left in this format or whatever. That's not likely to happen. Who even cares? There's 7 days left. It's just about playing now and having fun. Alright. Well, our favorite is the Lafnium Helium, the one of shame that's going to try to block something. We will not attack with you. Oh crap! I missed the wrong button. Alright. Well, we were dead anyway, but that's beside the point. Yep. That was certainly the wrong button that I just pressed. We're pretty dead anyway, I think. Sweet. I did not draw a land, so I don't have to feel that bad. Alright, we'll just scoop now. But yeah, that sucked. Oh god, that sucked. Screw you, Moto. That's my fault, but I'm still saying screw you, Moto. It's all Moto's fault. I didn't do anything at all wrong. If any of you people said I did something wrong, you just can't keep up with magic. How dare you? How dare you ever think I did anything wrong? I'm an angel. Man, what's with these hands? I don't want to keep this hand, but I will. Certainly don't want you. No! This should be an easy match, but it's not going to be an easy match when we're not. I just put you on bottom, Moto. Come on now. Again, playing the Effer Hub for the same reason we did last turn. If we draw a game trail, it comes into play untapped. Alright, well, you provide energy back, so I guess we'll play you first. If a chicken had lips, could it whistle? Sure. So, Pummeler typically beats anything that plays blue spells, but like I said, certainly not doing well this game. And he can already get to Fumigate. It's just not good for us. Not good for us at all. Luckily for us, we didn't draw a land and we didn't have to worry about anything. I have never lived on a farm before, but I do whistle while I twerk. That's right, I said it. Well, on a positive note, if he gets 2 deserts here, at least we don't have to worry about Super Eldrazi. And by don't have to worry about Super Eldrazi, I mean we're probably dead if he does. Yeah, this game's not going well. Your opponent casually has 7 lands to our 3? Yeah. That's not a game we win real often, I don't think. Okay. Let's go have some fun. Whee! I don't even know if it's worth saving that guy. I could save it. I don't want to. I'm fine just dealing the 4. You're gonna make a trip to a farm to listen to some chicken whistles, have some beers. Thank you for following Jay the Savage. Hope you're not our opponent because he is savaging us at the moment. That attack is just cheeky. Goodbye, team. Hello, Fumigate. I don't think he makes that attack if he's not planning on casting a Fumigate or a Descend. Or like a Walking Ballista for 1,000,000 or something. Double white, yep. Fumigator Reno. It's fine. We still got this. Positivity. Positivity. We didn't draw double Harness Lightning versus a deck we're useless versus. I promise. I promise there's not two Harness Lightnings in our hand. Well, that's a good sign. We can still win this game. You can win all sorts of things you shouldn't win when you have a Pummeler in your deck. Yeah. Probably can't win this game now. That's probably all she wrote. Double Sanctum of Ugin. Might as well use these Harness Lightnings on something. Oh, sure. Just 25 more turns and we'll have him. Kinda hope he just plays an Eldrazi, so like we can move on to the next game. And like just beat him next game. Or lose to him, who knows? He has to have something, right? It's pretty unreasonable for him not to have some spell. It's going pretty good, Brandon. How you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you stop by. Hope you're having a good night. So what could we draw here and still be fine? Probably nothing. Improvised Rampage if he doesn't have a 7-drop to go with it. That's just 6. That one hurts. I don't know what we could get now. I guess if he doesn't have anything, we could just like draw a Rampage into land and deal all the damages to him. Alright, well, that's the start of something. Getting closer to being able to fling. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm a little bit loopy tonight. We just spent the last 5-ish hours, like 4.5-ish hours playing the Commander Challenge, so we're a wee bit loopy tonight. My mind is mush, which is why we're playing this fun deck. Hey Murph, how you been doing, man? Hope you're having a good evening. Has your charity streams been going well? Oh, that's right. For everybody in here, check A Murphic's stream. He's donating all of his things this month to hurricane support. Been doing pretty good. Actually in a fairly good mood right now, despite getting as reamed as I am. Hey, Flame. Man, starting to pick up some folks in tonight. People have to go somewhere after Star City, I guess, right? Oh, not just this month. My bad. My bad. I am doing well. I hope you are as well. Whew. It's a heck of a challenge. What do you do for a living? Wow, my voice got really high there. Hey, Dave. We got Dave in here. All the royalty showing up to watch us like get completely and utterly wrecked and embarrassed. Uh-oh. So you're saying there's a chance? You're saying there's a chance. She just like blocks that thing with a million, right? It's probably better if I just wait and try to draw a land. Yeah, it's probably not better if I just wait and draw a land. Probably blocks 1 on 5 and blocks the other 5 there. Which means I wouldn't be able to save it. Can't save either of them if I just attack. So if he blocked the sower on the cub and the other 6 on the other dude, I could save the other dude with a defense and a thing. Does it? No. That's just 10 damage. He's at 11. Right? 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, he's at 11. If I had another land, we could for sure. Unless I'm counting wrong. He's going to draw 2 more cards next turn, so the odds of him getting to an Eldrazi that kills my land seems pretty high. I feel like it's probably better just to attack him and hope he blocks in a manner that I can win. I don't know if he can block in a manner that lets me win. Can they kill both? They can't kill both per se, but they can use all my energy from this guy. I don't think. Can't kill both. I think I'm just going to attack. I think my best odds is him blocking in a manner that we can steal a game. Thank you for following, Dave. Like, he's going to get to draw 2 more cards with the mind. Yeah, they both can get to, he can't kill both. It's just, I don't think I can kill him unless he blocks really poorly. Well, if he's making this block, we're going to win, right? Provided he doesn't have, like a stasis snare or something in his hand. Yeah, if he makes this block, we're going to win, I believe. Again, he could have a stasis snare or something crazy in his hand, but like we weren't going to beat that anyway. We still have a blossoming defense now this way, I guess, so we're not just dead even if he does have it. He's got a okay. He blocked in a manner that let us win. Wait, make sure I click that right. Did anybody expect to win this game? Yeah, if he's got Spell Queller in his ramp deck, I'll shake his hand. I'm willing to lose to a Spell Queller. I mean, if he had a Spell Queller, there wasn't any draw we could get in the entire deck, whether we played this turn, next turn, or the following turn. You know, like, I mean, if he had, what I'm saying is if he had any counter spell, like, what draw lets us win ever? We just lose, 2 turns from now instead of this turn or whatever. Like, holding back, he still just uses a counter spell whenever we go for it. I have no idea how we won that game, by the way. That does not feel like a game we should win. So sometimes they have Cats post board, and sometimes they have Limvalas post board. So it makes the Swelters probably a little bit better than the Harness Lightnings because of the Cats, but for the most part, I think we're kind of good to go. If he didn't play anything, true. I could have held back, I guess, and then just used it in response, but then like a Blessed Alliance would have been able to gain 4 life, which would have been enough. The Bristling Hydras don't seem particularly good here. Really just not worried about anything from a ramp deck. Their instep could have been better, but like they could have Blessed Alliance as well, right? Which is like a more commonly played card. And then the Cub would only have been 5 points. Blessed Alliance would have put them at 7. So like just Blessed Alliance and gain 4 in response. Or if they had a counterspell, like that gives them another entire draw step to find a counterspell, right? This hand's fine. This hand's actually very good. It's not the best hand in the world, but like it's pretty good. Yeah. Could show him the forest, but I'm fairly familiar with his deck. He's just playing the standard red green ramp deck or the green white ramp deck. I need to learn to play modern. You have to think about a lot more when you play modern. We are 2-1, 1-1. What are we? Yeah, we're 2-1 right tonight. We got wrecked by mono red. Checkity checked. We got very wrecked. Yeah, the teamer decks are really good versus the red decks at the moment as well. Oh, that's kind of a cool card. All right, so we can just jam Electrostatic Pummeler and hope he doesn't have Cast Out. That doesn't. That's good versus. That's good versus like. It's good versus beating Fumigate, but not good versus beating other things. Still think it's the better play. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's the better play. Like, it's bad versus Cast Out, but it's better versus Fumigate. Now the question is, do I spend the 1 energy on this guy, or do I try to draw it up? I think I'm just going to go ahead and spend the energy. I don't really care if he blocks and draws a card or whatever. Well, he was tapped out that turn because of the familiar. Oh wow, Skyline Cascade. That's swell. Man, I'm a pretty big fan of that Skyline Cascade. Actually did a reasonable amount of stuff there. Huh. Alright, whatever. I think it's worth going ahead and just smashing for what damage I can because it's too easy for him to have a Fumigate going into the next turn. the energy gets worse for me, so... Yeah, yeah. Blessed Alliance still wrecks us, but... It's just too easy for him to have a Fumigate, I think. I'm not going to do the max damage. We'll save the Blossoming Defense for Stasis Snare, but I hope we just hit some lands now and can win a post-Fumigate game. We can beat, like, Hour 1 still, or Hour of Devastation still, maybe? Or sorry, Hour of Promise. Thank you for the host, Elmog. Yeah. It's kind of why I wanted to get damage in last turn while I still could. That was a good draw. Pummeler feels pretty good right now. I do not like the sideboard I'm playing, though. I already do not like my Swelter Suns on my sideboard. Don't like the Sweltering Suns on this sideboard at all. I like how I play around cards one game, but like I don't play around them the next game. It's just sometimes you're in a better spot to play around something. Hey, Cat Scratch Fever. Well, that is a lot of life points for him. Yeah, we can attack Faru. I like the idea of attacking Faru. It doesn't even give him a good block. Like, trading my attack step for his block step and him gaining 4 life is not the best thing, but... I'm afraid of him, like, casting double cat. Or just, like, attacking and then playing as Wrath or something. Feels like this is a fairly safe attack. We'll still have mana to protect the Bristling Hydra as well. Guess he's trying to decide how he blocks. He can make a really bad block and, like, almost lose the game, right? Oh, he says he's lagging. Okay. That's why he's gotten a little bit slower. So I'm going to save this guy here. Mana Dorks are nice. You can definitely win with Mana Dorks in this deck. Like, just drawing a land and having this and this on this is like a bunch of damage. I assume he's going to triple block unless he has, like, another cat in his hand. I kind of want to build just a counter cat deck. I want to build, like, blue-white control with cats instead of Scarab Gods. They can't be that horrible, right? Oh, I have to order them first? That's fine, whatever. Tiff Teamer Battle Rage was a thing. Oh, wow. Alright. Glad Gut Shot wasn't a thing this game. Still have pretty reasonable attacks the next turn. They are, it costs 3 mana and it doesn't give trample. Wait, there's a split card with it? If there's a split card, I had no idea. Oh yeah, Insult. Insult and Injury. Yeah, I remember that card now. It's a sorcery, though. There's Uncaged Fury as well, I believe. I think it's what it's called. It's getting ready to rotate. Yeah, that's the instant one, which is pretty nice. Let's never talk about gunshots. Okay, fair enough. I accept your plea. I just realized my stomach's kind of hurting a little bit, and I've got a big pizza to eat. What am I going to do? Oh, that's right. I'm probably just going to eat it anyway. Alright, so that's our promise. But there was what MOCS was there today? Was there a playoff or something today that I had no clue about? Was that a good draw? If so, why? Thanks, Murph. Oh, the open, the limited open. I think that's a good draw. All right, I'll stop slowing roll my opponent and just attack. Sure. Guess I can tap the mana properly. Fling is a good card. Nice. 8-2. Alright, I guess he's gone. Whatever. We're playing a friendly league, by the way. Because I'm also, like Murph, trying to do the 365-day challenge, and I don't think my budget will handle it if I, like, take a very dry spell in normal leagues. I think there's only one more standard or constructed open this year, right? I think after Ixalan, there's one more, like in late October or something. Let's see, MOCS Championships. I think there's one more. There might be another limited as well, but I think there's at least one more constructed. I try to only play the constructeds. Yeah, there's still a constructed on the 21st, and it looks like on the 8th. On the 8th, there's one more limited. Anyway, we'll play first. No, there's no more opens. I don't think. Alright, we'll keep. This hand's a little bit light on land, but it's still a solid keep. Like, the two brawlers actually just do a lot of damage versus a lot of dexters by themselves. Opponent mulligan to 6 and cap. So I only have one more chance this year to spike, and then I still have to get lucky and spike another tournament after that. That sounds fun. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell people if you like what you're watching, you should follow us here on Twitter, Twitch, and, of course, my YouTube channel. Because I love my YouTube channel. It is our everything. Double Voltaic Brawler is going to put a lot of pressure on our Broseph, our opposing Broseph. Gonna lead with... Nah, I don't care about Game Trail, so I'm just gonna play that one. Technically, I should have played the Ether Hub, that way in case I top decked the Game Trail, but don't think I'm playing the Game Trail even if I did top deck it. It's still wrong of me not to. Oh wow, he didn't have a coming to play Tapland? Yeah. Looks like we're going to steal this game. Oh look, the Game Trail that I was just talking about. Him not having the enchantment or, you know, a mana ramp just kind of like took our options away, like we didn't really even have to think. You need to break the format for me as well. Because I have to stream every day, and I don't want to. I don't want to break the format. I want to play Pirates. Let's just sit over here and be the casual. You guys can break the format, so I'll just play some Pirates and have some fun. Some of the Pirates are actually really good, though. Pretty excited to play Rowdy Crew. Again, I don't really think I want a sideboard versus them. I like having a couple Harness Lightnings for the cats. I don't really want Swelter because I'll probably have some creatures in play whenever the cats come down. Did you see the Li Shi Qian article? He wrote a little primer about it on, let's see, MTG Mint Card, I believe. That dude's a smart dude. I don't know how good his deck's gonna be, but like, definitely like reading everything he writes. That's fair. I made the comment that I can't see myself playing anything but mono red and teamer, but like I'm one of those type of people, so when I make a comment like that, it's just easy to ignore that comment. 100% agree, and if he doesn't get in first ballot, I'll probably get very mad. Because they have a tendency to not let the non-Americans in that deserve it. The first time around, anyway. I think it's kind of prejudicial, or has been, but we don't have to talk about that, I guess. I have never heard that rumor before. That's a heck of a rumor, but I've never heard it before. I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying I've personally not heard it. 40 of the console's kind of cool. It's like one of our favorite cards. Alright, you guys talk to more people than I do. So the Brawler hits a little bit harder, but I think I want to go ahead and just play the Long Tusk Cup here. Start trying to build up energy. Hey, Mackie. I don't think I've saw you around before. Welcome to the chat. Man, I really thank you for following Andrea or Andrea BL. Man, I really hope you guys are wrong. No offense. Like, I really want you guys to be wrong about that. I am a tremendous fan of that guy. We'll go ahead and play this because I'm going to put the counter on this. Like it replaces itself. Alright, so Our Promise. That wasn't a Fumigate. Well, I chose to play around do the math here. If we attack with both, and he just blocks this and this. I do not play Uncaged Fury. So if we put the Larger of Life on the Cub, and we attack with the Cub, just does like 7. He blocks 5 of it. Gives the opponent a chance to make a bad block, right? Kind of like it. I think I'm a fan of it. Yeah, I do believe I am a fan of it. So I'm going to go ahead and pay the 1 energy on that guy because it makes him have to double block it to kill it. Which I'm fine if he double blocks to kill it. I do not think it's worth throwing the Fling out right now, though, so. If he'd made a different block, we might have been able to Fling this turn. Could have tapped their mana differently, probably, as well. It's kind of interesting that our opponent didn't have anything here. That's probably enough to win most games. Alright, I guess we'll pay the energy. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure, not sure if he just doesn't have anything or what. Anyway, we'll keep the Fling, or we'll keep the Fling as like in a response to him trying to beat us or something. Alright, he just didn't have anything. Well, we 4-1 to Friendly League. Kind of a shorter stream tonight, just an hour and 15 minutes. I generally like to play a little bit longer. We played versus 2 green-white ramp decks, 2 mono-red decks, losing to one of them. And round 1, we played versus a 3-color Rampish Brew. It had Get Frog in it, which was kind of interesting. But other than that, we just played versus 3 ramp decks and 2 mono red decks. Thank you for following, Crafty Lit Boy. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. Like I said, I woke up early and started playing the challenges today. I don't stream the challenges because there's just way too much dead air when you're streaming the non-league events, you know, the Swiss rounds where you have to wait on everybody. But yeah, I've been playing Magic for the last 6 hours, so I think it's time for me to go get some exercising in. I appreciate all of you guys stopping by. Thank you again for coming by, Dave and Murph and Boot. Appreciate you following, Dave. Yeah, I try to stream every day, but some days are a little better streams than this. Remember, if you guys like what you saw here, just go ahead and throw us a follow. There's links down below where you can follow both my Twitter and my YouTube if you feel like it. And if you're watching from the YouTube, there's a link to my Twitter, my Twitch, and my deck list on every video. Going to see if there's anybody to host, and then we're going to jump off. Thanks again, man. Appreciate both of you guys stopping by. Actually had a lot of people in here tonight. I didn't expect there to be anybody, and, you know, I think there's roughly around 20-ish. That's a pretty large number for me. So nobody I normally watch is currently streaming, but I always want to host somebody. So I guess we'll just host Caleb, not that Caleb needs it. I generally try to host smaller people, but whatever. Caleb's the only person I see that I watch. See you guys. Take care, Flame Guts. I did not spell his name right at all.